Great morning, guys. Great morning. Hopefully you guys are alive and alert out there. Let's make sure, man, that we just start this call off by making some noise. I'm super excited to have you guys on this morning. Can you guys see me? I can't see you guys yet. Hold on one second. Some people have to learn. Let me make sure that you guys can see me. How about now, guys? Can you guys see me now? Let's make some noise. Obviously, it's that time again. It's our time for our company call. We do this once a week, right? And the agenda is, right, we just want to make sure that, I want to congratulate all of our 1K earners. Our 1K earners are the backbone of this company. They're really the blood that comes through this company. It's the goal. It's the mindset that you need to have at this company, right? It shows you how you can go from 0 to 100 real quick, right? So with that being said, guys, I just want to make sure that if we can, let's give a big congratulations for two of our 1K earners. The first one is going to be Wilson Cruz with $1,571 in the course of one working week. Guys, make sure that you put your hands together and just make some noise. Woohoo! All right, guys, the next 1K earner is Edwin Santana, who's only been here with us. This is his 4th week inside of the business. Last week, he just was shy of a comma inside of his check. He had a $900 check. I don't remember the exact amount, but this week right here, no, it was a no retreat, no surrender attitude. He actually earned $1,140 in a single week working with us. Guys, make sure that you make some noise for that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now listen, by the way, guys, you don't have to hate on nobody here, right? Why? Because you can make your own money here. The idea is you got to put that work in. This is definitely the highest paying job that you're ever going to be able to get, as long as you're willing to put in the work, as long as you're actually able to put in the effort. It's also the lowest paying job, right? For anybody that is lazy, that don't want to actually do what the job requires. And what does the job require? It requires that you absolutely keep a great attitude. You guys know we need a great attitude around here. It requires that you absolutely work a full shift. You know how important it is to get to the doors, guys. And then it also requires that you are prepared. And we do all that we can to make sure that you guys are prepared. That's why we have this call on a weekly basis. You know, one of the things that I put on the agenda for us to be able to do today is to make sure that I check for understanding on how some of the processes go here at Bridge the Gap Marketing. This ensures us that we're going to be able to continue to have continued success. So, you know, at certain points, I'm going to ask you guys to come off mute, or maybe you can just raise your hand and I can take you off mute. But I'm just going to throw out some questions there, and I call this checking for understanding, right? And whoever has the answer, you let me know, right? You let me know by raising your hand. But let me ask you, after we make a sale, right? And this is just random, right? But after we make a sale, right? Who do we send the text? Who do we send a screenshot of our sale over to, or do we send on a Telegram, or do we send it over to Ronnie now? Who has the answer to that question? Let me get you off mute.
We sent to Ronnie now.
Absolutely. All right. Good job, guys. Did everyone hear what she just said? We send it to Ronnie now. Okay. I'm sorry. No, I got excited. That is incorrect. Right. So going forward, guys, we make sure that we place our text messages, the screenshot, we place it inside of Telegram. For those of you guys, everybody should be in Telegram now. Telegram is a group that we all have, that we're all a part of. It's the major key component on how we're going to be able to send over information to you. But, right, there's a few different reasons why we're making a change, why you don't send it over to Ronnie now. Ronnie has all the information he needs so we can actually see the details of the sale now, right? And it's a little bit more accurate in terms of who actually sends that sale over. So what happens is that I want to be able to praise you guys. I'm big on praise. If you guys haven't noticed that here at Bridge the Gap Marketing. I mean, you guys are actually doing the work. You guys deserve the praise. So whenever you guys make a sale, I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I want this entire company to be able to stop and give you the praise, right? But no sooner than you can actually post it inside of that Telegram group. So as soon as you post it, I call it firing you up, right? Because I just want to make sure that we drop them fire emojis and make sure that we get everybody excited about your sale, right? Last week, or was it, yeah, it was last week, right? Terrence did 2 sales, brand new agent, right? I was super excited to see when he posted inside of Telegram and let us see the screenshot. Why? Because we knew that he had conquered the world, man. It don't feel like it at the time when you're doing it. It just feels like one lonely sale, but it feels like the world to me. Why? Because I know how you came in this game, doubtful. Can I do this? Can I actually make the money? And now you know it, and it's actually happening right before my eyes and others who are actually inside of that Telegram group. So, and wrong answer, right answer is make sure that we send it over to Telegram. I thank you and I appreciate you guys for that. Let me move forward again. I want to do another one, check for understanding. So guys, let's just say you need a day off, right? Or you are scheduled, you have something that you need to do, and it's important to you, right? Important enough where you need to actually miss a day of work, right? What do you do? How do you handle that? Don't all speak at once. D, I got you.
Grand Rising, everybody.
Grand Rising. Make some noise for D, everybody.
What's going on? I'm gonna speak up on this because I have done this before, but I actually told Quincy, Wilson, and Ron in an advance, so they can know ahead of time of what's going on, so they can have an idea of what days that I'm going to be out before it's actually come.
Man, I thank you very much for that. And that is the correct answer, guys. And let me just firm that up and thank you, by the way, for speaking up, Dion. I know it's not always easy, bro, but this family on this call, right? We grow together. We're going to make the money together. So it's always best that we kind of coach each other together. So with that being said, let me just firm that up. Obviously, right, at least a week in advance. We would like to heads up with at least a week in advance. It's very important. Here's the reason why it's important. Again, I want to make sure that you guys fully understand my thought process and how we work it, right? The idea is that we have commitments that we have made already to Verizon. And we make these commitments a month in advance, to be totally honest with you. I mean, but I know it's unfair to ask us for a month in advance. Things come up, things happen. You need time to actually get situated. But the idea is that as long as you give us a week in advance, then we can obviously make adjustments inside of our commitments to Verizon. And then this way we don't get left with egg in our face. You know how that goes, right? When you're speaking to somebody and you're telling them you got this goal that you're going to hit week over week, daily success, and you're giving them a plan, and now your plan isn't executed, and then you got to jump on a call and literally, kind of, tuck your tail a little bit. I don't like those calls, guys. I like to stick my chest out as much as possible. I like to be who I really say that I am, and I know that this company is really who this company is. We are the big dogs, right? We go get the sales, and we're proving it week over week. So I just thank you guys for that, but just make sure it's at least a week in advance. And what I would do is, right, maybe we'll create an specific email for this, because we need documentation as well. That'd be amazing, right? But obviously Dion did it the right way. He contacted everybody to make sure that everybody was in the loop. Ultimately, right, even if you can, just make sure that you make that call. He made that call and let me know. And that was important for me, especially since we're such a small company. It's important, guys. All right. Hopefully you guys understand that. And if not, get with me on it. Okay. All right. So good session of check for understanding, guys. All right. Let's make some noise for that. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. So with that being said, right, the final thing I got on our agenda today is I want to do some virtual role playing. One of the things that I don't get a chance to do enough of, and one of the things that I love to do, is I love to role play with you guys. I love to see what the customer is saying to you, and I love to see how you're actually handling that objection. So I'm gonna put somebody on the hot seat today, and I want to see who would love the virtual role play with myself this morning. Don't all speak at once. If no one speaks up, I got to call on someone. Let's get it. We got Misha. Misha stepping up like I knew she would, right? But the idea is that, guys, don't panic or don't worry. We just need to get the jitters out, right? I just need to check for understanding and make sure that you guys have ammunition, tools for your tool belt. So everybody give it up for Misha. Great job. So Misha, I am your customer.
Okay, so being that I'm in B2B, I'm gonna pitch you as a business customer.
Absolutely, guys. She's a B2B, so she's head of B2B, so much different. I'm maybe inside of my establishment. She's walking inside of the establishment.
Hey, how you guys doing? Felicia of Verizon Fios. Is there a manager or owner that I can speak with?
Yeah, I'm the manager. What's this about?
Okay. Servicing businesses in the area, checking how the internet and phone is going. You guys are still with us, right?
No, I don't think we have you guys. We have Optimum.
I know. With you. But not for nothing, a lot of businesses in the area have been complaining about high bill and slow internet. How is Optimum treating you, product and price wise?
Well, I mean, I guess it could be better. I've had them for about 4 years now at this point, though, so I guess we're good.
Understood. Have you had Verizon before?
Yeah, we have Verizon at another location before we moved over here. So, and I've been here 4 years, so it's probably been that long since I've had Verizon.
Amazing. So you definitely got the experience. Was it Fios you had or DSL?
I think it was Fios. It was supposed to be a much faster speed internet.
And how did you treat you?
Oh, it was fine. It was good. At the time, though, when I moved over here, it just wasn't available. So I couldn't just keep my services. So I had to go to Optimum, and it's where I've been ever since.
Sorry to hear that. Well, the good news is we are available here, and right now we're doing free installation, no money down. Quick question: how many phone lines do you have here?
We only got one.
One line. And do you have any cable?
Do I have any what?
Cable.
Television. No, we don't do television here. We just do the phone and the internet.
Yeah. I know a lot of businesses doing the same thing. Definitely help you save money, and money is very important, especially in the time like now. But I'm gonna give you a quick price quote with the 400 internet speed and the one phone line. We're actually not charging for the phone line, so we're giving the phone free, and it's only $124. That's including the router, the tags, no hidden fees, everything just straight up. It's a 2-year price guarantee that even after 2 years, we'll still negotiate and keep your price the same. How does that sound for you?
Well, let me see here. I got to check and see what I'm paying now. Can you hold on for me 1 second? Let me get the bill.
No, sir.
All right. It looks like I'm paying a little cheaper than that. I'm paying 110 right now for my internet and phone. Can you hear me? All right, guys. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, you can hear me? Okay, great. Misha, we can't hear you. Oh, you're back on mute.
Yeah, you keep putting me on mute. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
so you're and okay, so cancel the bill real quick, please.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Okay, can I see the bill?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so you have 100 internet speed, and I see that your promotion ends in 3 months. And after the 3 months, your bill is going to go up $85. Amazing. Okay, so being that you have 100 internet speed, what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to give you our 200 speed. So I'm going to double the speed that you have, and it's going to be 108. Now, granted, there is an installation fee with this one as opposed to the 400 that I had quoted you earlier. It's a one-time fee of $49. I'm going to break it up over the course of 3 months. Now, how does that sound?
Yeah, well, listen, if you can deliver on your promises, but I know how Verizon do.
I hear you. Let me say this. I'm going to build you a package right now. I'm going to show you everything visually. And if it works, we do a visit. If it doesn't, I'll go next door. All right, gives me 5 minutes.
Right, well, anything to get rid of you because you a shark. I can see it.
I appreciate your time. I'll be with you, okay?
All right.
All right, so Mr. Customer, based on everything you told me, the internet and phone, the bill that you showed me, this is what I have for you. As I mentioned, it's 108. That's the internet and phone service. As you can see, this is what the tax is. Here's the fees that I told you about for the $49. I've broken them to 3 months, which is $16 just for the first 3 months. Afterwards, the bill is just strictly 108. And what's super dope is I'm going to throw in a free actual phone for you. So you're going to get a physical phone. You already have a phone?
Yes, we already have a phone.
Well, you don't have a phone like this. It's a piece of a system. So just let me know. Like after you get installed, just call me and thank me, okay? With your tax ID.
Okay. By the way, sometimes when you hold the phone, we're not able to hear you. It's coming over muffled. I want everybody to be able to hear this rebuttal. I mean, how you handle these objections.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
No, it's muffled now.
Can you hear me now?
It's muffled now. It was a little clearer just before.
Can you hear me? I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it's not so loud now, but it's okay though. We'll struggle through it. We'll get it.
Okay, so he's asking me with the tax ID. Do you have it with you now?
All right, it's much clearer now. Whatever you're doing now, do that. All right. Yeah, I have the tax ID. Boss man, leave it around here for me just for these situations. Wow, are we setting up service today?
Absolutely. Well, the bad news is I cannot get you installed today. What I'm going to do is put the application through, and you're going to choose the installation date that's right for the business, and we're going to get you situated. You have 30 days. You have 30 days before the contract actually begins. So let's say you don't like the business in 30 days. You can always cancel, and there's no cancellation fee.
Okay. And then, I mean, so as far as the contract though, I mean, you know, I don't know. Is the contract what I really want right now?
It's not necessarily what you want, but it's definitely needed. What a contract does for you is it solidify the price that I'm telling you. When you're not in a contract, a company is able to fluctuate your bill. I'm sure sometimes you see with Optimum, your bill go up and down. We want to put you in a contract because I'm in a contract with you, you're in a contract with us. It's a two-way contract. So what if I tell you, we have to abide by that. It's written.
Great job, guys. Listen, I want to stop right there because I think I've heard enough, right? And I think you guys have heard enough. And now I kind of I want to unpack. So first and foremost, guys, give it up for Lamisha with an amazing sales pitch for us. Woohoo! There's a reason why she's on. There's a reason why she's on her way to over 100K here, right? Because she is diligent, she is focused, she understands the sales pitch, she understands her introduction, her price and probing section, how to build value, and how to close with the customer. So with that being said, guys, I want to check for your understanding, just that see what you guys picked up from that little role play section, right? So I'm gonna go around now at this point, right? I want to start with you, Dion. I'm gonna take you off mute, and I want to see what you learned, what you took away from that role play. Damien, we got you back on here. I'm all right, Dion, is that you or is that me that got you stuck on mute? Okay, Will, I can see you, bro. I can see you over and over again. But I'm unmuting him. And now I'm trying to see here. Let me try to unmute somebody else. Let me unmute you, Will. Right? What did you learn?
See, you control my mute. You gave me permission to talk.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's just persistent. She's persistent. That's why you called her a shark. She didn't let any of your objections hold her from proceeding and getting the sale, you know? She just kept proceeding with the sale. And she's relentless with that. And business to business is a lot different because it's more professional in an aspect. You can't really hit them with the slang. We want it, you know? Residential, you get a little more suave with it. We could actually use more of the humor. But she was definitely persistent.
Great job. Listen, thank you for that, right? I definitely agree with you wholeheartedly. She was definitely persistent. You know, you just know someone that's not afraid. You just know someone that represents the product well. And that's exactly what I would take away from what Wilson is saying. She's not afraid and she represents the product well. Thank you for that, Will. Dion, let me see if I can take you off mute now.
Can you hear me?
Absolutely. We can hear you now, man. Forgive me. I'm learning how to work this thing better.
It's so good. It's so good. All right. So what I got from it, actually, I got some stuff that I'm actually going to take from it as well. Lamisha was very sharp, very. She was on point, and as Wilson said, she was persistent. She didn't let the foot off his neck, basically, or your neck. Mm-hmm. She was very direct and very straightforward in what she wanted and what she had to say, and she got a point across. And that right there is a sell to me. And she got me convinced, like, okay, especially with the end with the contract, she killed that.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what I love, what I love about what you're saying, D, is that you recognized and realized that not only was she prepared for the objections, right, but even her pace and her poise was on point with it. You know, when you say she didn't take her foot off my neck, that's what I take away from that, right? She wasn't overly aggressive. She wasn't pushy with it. She even, you know, she even made a joke to kind of relieve some of the stress of it all, right? And then put herself in a situation where she would have thrown herself out, right, of the establishment, you know, and just let the customer know that, hey, I can walk away. I can accept defeat if I can't help you. And sometimes that's exactly what it takes. So I thank you for sharing that with us, Dion. And I hope that you did take away something from that, brother. That's exactly what this call is about. So thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Misha.
Yes. All right. Now let's throw the ball over to Terrence. Terrence, let me take you off mute. What did you learn, brother?
Hello.
There you are.
Yeah. Basically, how to still build value, even though you lost in the first price quote. You know, like the 100 to 200 meg, make it, we doubling it for you. It makes it sound so much better, you know, and you could still provide the good price.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love everything that you're saying, T. You know, one of the best things about Misha's sales pitch to me is the fact that she didn't get hung up on price. It takes a long time. It takes studying. You know, it really takes, you really have to do your due diligence not to get hung up on price. Everybody you would think is so price conscious, but when you're delivering value, no one cares about the price when you're delivering value. She said, hold up, can I actually see your bill? She assessed it for herself. A, she made sure that I wasn't lying to her, which I can respect that, right? And then of course, B, she made sure of the details of her sale. Hold up, what's different? How do we weigh up next to that? Okay, great, you might beat us on price, but you can't beat us on quality. You can't beat us on value. And that's exactly why she did that. And it was a chess move, beautifully played, checkmate now at this point. So I thank you for that, Terrence. You know, so with that being said, now I'm going to take Damien off mute, right? Damien, what did you learn, brother? Maybe.
I was actually going to type it in chat. As everyone said, she's persistent. She was straight to the point with the answers for all the customers' questions. Price was really too much of a factor when quality is better, and even went down and went about the contract details and whatnot.
Perfect. It was perfectly delivered. You know, it was perfectly delivered, especially the way I set her up, you know, with the question of, you know, is a contract really what I want? Meaning I'm not just, you know, it hurts when a customer hits you in your heart like that, because we human, guys. As sales reps, we are very human, right? And we don't want to put any business owner in a bad position that we don't feel like that they're ready for. So the way that I asked it was just came off so human. And then at that point, she could have folded, right? But no, she stood tall. She said, absolutely, this is what you want, right? Because this right here is going to be able to keep your price guaranteed for a certain amount of time, which protects you, right? I want you guys to always remember that customers don't care who you are. They just want to know how much you care, right? And it's always what's in it for me, right? What's in it for me? That's what the customer's thinking. What's in it for me, right? So I take away so many different things from that sales pitch, and I think it's exactly what we needed. I'm glad you're picking up what we're putting down this morning. And then obviously, guys, right, I just want to make sure that you guys get your day started. Now, we're going into the Friday and the Saturday of our work week. Friday and Saturday is our weekend, right? I mean, I know some would argue, hey, Friday, you know, the weekend actually don't start until maybe Friday afternoon. No, it's all day Friday for us, and it's all day Saturday. Sunday is our first day of the week. If you guys are looking at the scorecards that we send over on a nightly basis now at this point to show you and update you on how everybody is doing in terms of their sales and what tier you are at, then you'll be able to see that Friday and Saturday is highlighted. It's highlighted for a reason, right? We need to make sure that we are looking at Friday and Saturday like our weekend. Those are two explosive days. As you get out to the field today, you're going to see when you knock on the doors, people may already be getting festive. It's getting warmer outside. You'll see door-to-door sales is a different animal once it starts to get warm. It's more plentiful. It's a Friday night. It's a Saturday night, and you can believe in it. Plus, we're coming up out of COVID a little bit more. People are getting their shots, and, you know, things are loosening up a little bit. The conversation is starting, right, about the recovery. So that's a good space for us to be in. But more importantly, guys, I just want you guys to remain, right? I just want you guys to remain true and consistent with yourself, right? And what that means is make sure that you deliver the best performance that you can on a weekly basis and put as much money inside of your pocket as possible. I like to call this the closest thing to owning your own business that you're ever going to get. Why? Because we're going to mentor you to show you how you can actually own your own business. So the next step is up, right? So with that being said, I thank you guys for joining. I'll see you guys next week. Let's blow it up out there today. Great job, guys.